Hello, YouTube. As y'all can see today, I got my mic lowered a little bit because I just need to let the cat out the bag. I got braces. I tried to hide it from y'all. The masks have been doing a really good job of hiding these braces. But I really couldn't explain to y'all while I was talking like platypus and sounding like I got a bunch of food and spit in my mouth. So I just decided to just let the cat out the bag and let y'all know this is why before y'all start roasting me in my comment section. I like to handle things before it get out of hand. So that's why I'm talking like this because I got braces. All right, so we're gonna get into it. And I think I'm gonna do a video about that too. Concerning TMJ for people who don't know what TMJ is. I am going to do a video on braces, cross bites, and TMJ. Okay, but that's another issue. We're going to talk about the silhouette challenge today. The topic is guy breaks up with his girlfriend over the silhouette challenge. And shout out to Harrison Family Blogs. Let me make sure I said that right. Blogs or vlogs. Hold on, Harrison. Hold on. Because I don't want to get your name wrong. I support my people and I want to do it right. When I support my people, I want to do it right. Okay, Harrison Family Vlogs. Shout out to Harrison Family Vlogs and Black Light Revelations. Black Light Revelations. Y'all got to go check out his channel. He has a lot of content on there, informational content and hip to things that I don't even know about. Like I when I go to Black Light Revelations channel, I retain information that I never knew about. I feel like my brain cells are recollecting itself. And these are the channels that y'all need to go to. These people right here that I'm naming. Because y'all won't feel like y'all losing brain cells when y'all go to their channel. Back to the subject. Okay, the silhouette challenge. Okay. Y'all heard that song Avant? Um, My First Love, when he said, silhouette of a perfect frame. Now we're going to skip to beginner's love soon fades away. Okay, right there. We're going to stop right there. Beginner's love soon fades away. That's what's happening to these women, especially the ones that are married and in relationships. That beginner's love faded away. They got bored and they need the attention right now. Because ain't no way you going the silhouette challenge is more important than your relationship. Now, I don't fault anybody for what they doing. I have took some sexy pictures and did some stuff in my day. But I'm not going to sit here and say that it was not for some type of feedback. Of course, I did things out of fun and out of just being a part of the trend or what's out there. Because a lot of stuff that we women do is not all the time just for attention. A lot of the stuff we're doing is because we're trying to have fun and we're trying to just be a part of the trend and we don't want to be left out of that, but part of it is to get some type of feedback as well, especially when we continue to do stuff. Now this is where the tricky part comes in. I'm going to let you read these messages really quick.
So I'll read to you. This is the man, the boyfriend, started the text message. Hey babe, I'm on break right now. Can you speak? She responds, I can only text right now. We in a boring. I don't curse, so I'm in a boring meeting. What's up, babe? I didn't know you did the silhouette challenge. I'm upset because you know that filter can be removed, and it will show your body. You never did any of the challenges before. Why now? Now this is where it gets hot. It was something I wanted to do. I didn't see a problem with it. I don't care if they remove the red shirt, the red blank. I had on panties, babe. It's not a big deal. She thinks it's not a big deal. He's trying to say, listen, it is. For me, it is. Panties, that's all? Yes, just panties. Relax, babe. You're tripping. I'm tripping? How? You had on panties only. That means anyone can see that if they wanted to. I'm uncomfortable with you, and he's saying I'm uncomfortable. He's not even calling. He's not calling her a name. He's not calling her out her name, or being disrespectful. So he says, I'm uncomfortable with you having that on your Twitter. You're my girlfriend. We represent each other. Come on, come on. Like most women would be like, yo, I want a man to be able to say these kind of things to me. Not homegirl. She says, keyword in quotations, girlfriend, not your wife. It's my body and I'm embracing it. I don't understand why you're acting controlling all of a sudden. Whoa, whoa, controlling. All he said was, I'm uncomfortable with you doing this. Then he says, you've never done anything like that before. Her response is, it's her body, right? I'm embracing my body. Then why don't you embrace it without having to put it on social media? Why do you got to embrace it by having everybody else see it? Then are you really embracing it, or are you looking for attention? Let's keep going. All right, controlling. And then he's using terms of endearment even throughout this conversation. Babe, I actually care because you know I have a 12-year-old daughter. She tells my BM everything, and I don't want a reason for her to be on my case. And now he's thinking about the whole picture, not just about her, not just about their relationship, but his daughter, the co-parenting relationship, how it could affect them. And when you get into a relationship, especially with somebody with kids, these are things that you need to look at. These are things that you need to consider, okay? You have to consider that, especially if you're looking for marriage. All right, so they go on. If a person chose to remove that red filter, it would reveal your breasts. That is not okay with me. How can you expect to be my wife when you're acting single? Her response is, that's your daughter. She puts the your in capital, already creating a separation. Already creating a separation. That's your daughter with an exclamation mark. Why would she be on Twitter anyway? She's 12. She's totally deflecting, totally not taking responsibility for her actions. All right? Let's continue. And here's the thing about, no, I won't even go there. I need you to understand that this is my body. I'm tired of men sexualizing everything, blanking thing we do. When actually, men, if ladies, if you're putting it out there, it's not the men that's doing the over sexualization. It's you guys. We're just responding to it. Know the difference. Know the difference. All right. You can't see my breasts, and if someone removed the filter, I'll handle them in court. You haven't mentioned marriage in a year now. You bring it up. So it takes me doing a challenge to get you to. Hold on. It takes me doing a challenge to get you to marry me. You've blanked up my day and we'll continue this later. I'm done. Are you going to delete the video off your Twitter? I said no. We have nothing else to talk about. Then we're done. We're done here. What do you mean done? Then he says, I'm done or I'm finished. Means that you are completely exhausted, spent, and no longer able to continue in the task at hand. Wait, you're breaking up with me? Are you for real? I see that you can't compromise and I don't want that in my life. It would be different if you were this way before me. You decided to follow the trend and showing out. I don't need this, blank. My daughter won't be around that behavior. I'm done. Now she's trying to clean it up. Now she's trying to pick up the phone. Please pick up. I'm sorry. Pick up. Hello? Trying. Please pick up. Wow. Okay then. Blank you to 1.5 years down. Pick up. Boom.
The tricky part comes in is when you talk about how a person feels about what you're doing when you're in a relationship with them, or if you're married to them, and you not having any respect for how they feel about it, and you're choosing something that is not important over their feelings. This is where the compromise comes in at. A lot of times in life I had to sit back and say, Okay, is this argument reasonable? What am I benefiting from what I'm doing and how I'm making this person feel? To me, I think that this silhouette challenge was not that important. You're not benefiting anything from this challenge. It was not going to hurt you or take away anything from you or your lifestyle to take it down if your partner felt offended by it. The same way as if I or another woman felt offended about something that the man was doing and she might have wanted him to take it down. I'm going to use an example. It doesn't have anything to do with the same concept because men and women are different. Women can use their bodies more in a sexual preference than men. A man can take his shirt off, but it's not as sexual as a woman's body. But I'm just going to use this for instance. A man may went on a lunch date with a female friend and posted a picture. That may look disrespectful to you as a woman and you ask him to take it down, he might think that it's nothing. This is just a friend. It's nothing. We're doing nothing. But he will take it down because of how you felt and how it makes you make you feel and how you may be feeling embarrassed, but like amongst your friends and your family or anybody else who was to see it and was to come to you to that, and she may explain that, okay, X, Y, and Z happened. My friends or my family members, they have come to me about this, and this is embarrassing because it looks to me such and such and such is going on, and I just don't like it. And he may take it down because of your feelings, even though he don't understand why you're upset about it. It's the same way. This man expressed that he has a daughter. You're in a representation of being a future wife and stepmother to his daughter. And so she has to see these things. So out of the concern and not not responding in a controlled manner, you should have respected that these are the reasons why he doesn't want you to have it up there, regardless of the fun or how you may feel about it. Harrison Family Vlogs, being a married man, also used another example.
It's not controlling, right? It's not. Because, like, I don't agree with this. So I'm not, like, on here saying that men should do this. But men who's married, whose wives don't like their husbands going to strip clubs, and he does it anyway, right, would be looked at as a dirtbag, right? Like, disrespectful to his wife. Is she controlling at that point? If she says, I don't want you to go? Or is she saying, no, that's not the environment that my husband should be in. I'm the only woman that he should be enjoying. No, because it's inconsistent. So, let me leave.
Now, it would have been a different situation if he came to you disrespectfully or he said that, okay, well, I just don't want you to do it just because or whatever. Or he said it in a certain type of manner, or he may be showing attention, or you may see him responding or commenting to other women's videos that are doing it and then saying that you're not doing, then that's the hypocrisy of it. But in this message, from what I see, because I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, from just this message of what I see, he came to you in a respectable manner and you said that's your child. So I don't think that just the silhouette challenge alone caused him to break up with you. Because if that was the case, he would have said, I don't like what you did from the jump and said, it's over. He basically explained himself first, tried to compromise and reason and tell you how he felt, and it led to this type of emotion, this type of feeling. But I think that it goes deeper than just the silhouette challenge. The disrespect and the dismissal of the feelings, the non compromise, and how you felt towards him mentioning his daughter is the reason why he decided it was not going to work. A lot of times we don't continue to put our energy into something that we see is not going to be of benefit for our future. Whether they got back together or not, I don't know. That could have, may have well happened. A lot of times we do get in our emotions about things, and when things are not compromised, we do speak out of anger. But right now, in this moment that I'm speaking about, this text message is valid of how a person can get to this point with no compromise, especially when you're doing something that's not going to benefit you. The contradiction in the female's mind comes in, and this is where we get our mindset from sometimes. And this is just a level of growing, learning, and living, and just being more rational. Is that sometimes, especially young women, we feel like we see so many men out here that lust over women's bodies. I've even been at work and seen men watch videos of women twerking, doing certain type of challenges, and they're lusting after these women on their phone, huddled up in groups, and some of them are married. So when women see men's behavior and how they thirst over these women, they want to be desired the same way. Then on top of that, when you first meet a woman and y'all doing things together, like going to the club, she grinding on you, she dance a certain type of way, she posted lots of pictures before you met her, you used to like and comment on her pictures, you used to like the things that she did on her social media until y'all got in a relationship. It's going to seem like you're controlling her because your mindset changed. You liked all of these things before. We done all of these things before. And now all of a sudden you want me to stop. So it can look like that. Even though it's not that, we know that men want to hold their women to a certain standard, and they want respect from their women. But just from a female's mindset, just depends on the development and the things that you went through in life. But sometimes we just feel that it's a control thing when, especially, we've been in a controlling relationship and we were able to get away with things in the beginning, and now it's different. So this just comes to say that I'm just saying that to say that when we do get with these women and we feel like this is the woman that we want to be with, I think that men should explain and address what they want out of a woman, what they expect out of a woman, and how he wants that woman to be from the jump. And that way, that woman can display herself in a certain manner, or even, express if she wants to continue being in a relationship with a man that feels the way that he feels. Because a lot of times we do enter these relationships one way and then we're expected to be another way. And that can be confusing and look confusing to us. There are some men out there that are controlling, that may, like the way you dress in the beginning, and then maybe later on, because you have a figure or you may have a little booty or whatever, they might want you to wear longer shirts to cover your booty up, or they just may want you to do certain things or not speak to certain people. When that type of behavior is expressed, then it can come off a little bit controlling, because they want to hide you and they want you to be reserved, and they're kind of taking away your femininity when they say things like that. But just this silhouette challenge alone, just this silhouette challenge alone, it's pointless. I mean, it looks like a fun thing. Really, to me, I think the only thing you're going to get out of it is just a bunch of men under the comment section saying, "Oh, she fine, she look good, look at that, like body, look at, you're real." That's all you're going to get from it. So I have to ask myself a lot of times, like, say if my husband doesn't agree with something that I do, I have to ask myself a lot of times, okay, is this a reasonable argument? And I think everybody has to ask themselves that. Is this a reasonable argument? What am I benefiting out of this? Is this justifying anything, or is this going to be of some type of benefit in my life to make an argument out of? If it's something that technically is not good for me, or doesn't serve a purpose, then okay, maybe I can let that go because I don't need it anyway. You see what I'm saying? That's how I determine my arguments. There's no reason for me to fight with you if you want me that's like if you want me to stop drinking and I'm used to doing that. There's no reason for me to fight with you over you telling me something I don't need to do anyway, regardless of if I think it's fun or if I like it or not. I have to sit back and ask myself, is me drinking going to benefit me? No. It's going to hurt me more than anything. So why am I arguing with you about something I don't need to do anyway, or that I'm not going to get anything from it? At the end of the day, even if your friends are doing something fun and cool, if if your partner feel like it's sexualizing you or he feels uncomfortable with it, especially when you're talking about taking a filter off and all you're seeing is panties. Come on now. Come on now. It's one thing to just do the silhouette challenge, but to just expose your body with just panties on, what kind of benefit is that? Like it's just really about respect. It's really about respect. And a lot of times we don't get that until later on because we want to do what we want to do and we want to have our fun. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I've took some sexy pictures back in my day. I've done things in my day. You know, we all do it. We all do it. We're all guilty of something. Women are guilty for um women are guilty for posting themselves for attention. Men are guilty of giving women attention, too much attention. If men, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If men just thought that this stuff was just the most disgusting thing in the world, if they gave no women attention over none of this stuff they did, I guarantee you, hardly no women would be doing it. Because back in the day, when sexualizing your body, stripping, and all that stuff was looked down upon, it was not many women doing it. And then when women started to do it, guess what? They got talked about for doing it. They got talked about for doing it, but from the women, not from the men. The men loved it, but they got talked about from other women for doing it. And it slowly progressed into this new modern day woman to where, okay, being sexualizing your body is the new thing. And now showing moral behavior is looked down upon. It's looked down upon. It's looked as disgusting. It's looked as you're being a slave. It's looked as you're being a pick me. It's kind of transpired into something that is a negative thing. Being moral is being negative. And to tell you the truth, a lot of men don't really like moral women. They really kind of look at moral women as difficult because they feel like a lot of sexuality does not come with them. Sexuality from women is more desirable and it's more sexy to men than moral women. If I come looking like this, I'm looking like I expect too much. I look like I'm not going to have much sex. I look like, like I'm going to be more difficult than the woman that is more loose. And I think that being more loose is more fun to men. But once you have your woman, and I'm talking in a single perspective. Well, once you have your man and you have your woman and they know you and they know the things that you can do, you don't have to try to portray that type of image anymore. You don't have to do these things to try to get the man. That's what we do it for. We try to get the man or either get the attention. Alicia Curry said it perfectly. She is missing the male attention. And you know why she was missing the male attention? Not because she want to get with him and just have sex with him, because she's bored. That's why women do it. Even the ones that's in the relationship and in the marriage, they get bored. A lot of men and women have midlife life crises. They have a woman, they have a man, they've been with them a long time, but they have midlife crises where they need the attention. That's why you see women out here doing all this extra stuff and you don't know why they doing it. and it seems odd and awkward because they haven't done it before. They probably get tired of being portrayed a certain type of way. And then you might have the men that go out, they get older and they buy these nice fancy cars. They start dressing different and they start trying to be more young and hip because they want the attention. We want our egos fed. This is a human nature thing. We want our egos fed because we need that. And it's not that our partners are not giving it to us, but the thirst in the beginning is not the same years down the line. The same thirst that your partner had for you to try to get you or to tell you you're beautiful, calling you all the time, giving you things, giving you that attention. After a while, the beginner's love fades away. And now you're just existing. We all have to have a balance in life. And that balance is, of course, you work every day, you take care of your kids, you take care of your man, your woman, but we still need to feel some type of love, some type of attention. People say that attention is not needed, but it really is. It's really important. But sometimes that attention can become too much when you get addicted to it. And that's the problem. A lot of us get addicted to attention. So the attention from our spouse is not enough. So we got to get it in other places. And when we get it in other places, we start feeling good about ourselves and we get that instant high and we got to keep doing it. And when you're addicted to something, it don't matter how the other person feels about it. You want to keep on feeding your high and feeding your ego. So you think that that is more important than the other person, just like a drug. You can't get a drug addict off of drugs when they're addicted to it. The family, your spouse don't matter. Person you with don't matter. I need to keep feeding myself. I need to keep feeding myself this drug because it feels so good. You're giving it to me, but it's just not enough. It's just like you start off at one level and you got to keep on taking more and more to feel the high. That same level of drug that you took in the beginning is not enough now. You need a little bit more so you can feel it. So it's the same way with attention. You need a little bit more so you can feel it. But in order to get that back in check and get that back balanced, you have to do the work. You have to see what is important. You have to acknowledge what's going on in the behavior. You got to see where do you benefit from it. And you have to control it by being more understanding, doing other things that's going to occupy your time, and talking to your partner about how you feel about these things and why you think these things are important so they can understand where you're coming from instead of being dismissal. Instead of being dismissive. That's all it is. Because we're all human at the end of the day. None of us are perfect. But we have to still acknowledge that all of this is for attention and feedback. We could very well do a silhouette challenge at the house in front of our spouses. We could do it in the mirror. But guess what? If you do it at your house and nobody see you, you're not going to get attention. So, of course, you put it on social media, everybody's going to congratulate you. Oh, girl, you did your thing. Yeah. Yeah. Work it, girl. Work it. Then all the men, oh, she's sexy. She fine, blah, blah, blah. That's what's going to happen. When you post things, you get feedback. Of course, I like to put a nice picture on Facebook, whether it's a face shot, body shot, whatever. It ain't even got to be sexy. But sometimes I just want to put a picture up to let everybody know I'm doing okay. And I want them to comment on it. A lot of people even acknowledge that, okay, I post stuff all the time. I got all these friends and nobody comments on my stuff. If people didn't care about nobody commenting on their stuff, they wouldn't even make those type of posts. So we can't just sit here and say it's not for that reason. Everything we do on social media is for the feedback. I don't even care if you say it's not. It is. I'm on here on YouTube wanting subscribers just like everybody else. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm sitting here every day making videos and I don't want the subscribers. I don't care about it. I do care about it because I want somebody to talk to about this stuff. I can very well go talk to myself or somebody I know about this stuff and I don't have to be on here. But I'm on here because I'm trying to reach people. That's the thing about me. I don't have a problem acknowledging what I want. I want subscribers. I want feedback. I want comments. I want likes. I like those things. There's nothing wrong with saying that. But see, what us women do, we don't like to acknowledge the things that we want. Yeah, I like for somebody to say I look nice. There's nothing wrong with that. It ain't about that. No, it is. If I didn't want nobody to care about nothing that I do in life, I wouldn't be on here. I wouldn't post anything, nothing. They would never see me. There's a lot of people that don't even have social media. And if they tell me that, I can believe them because I never see them. But if every time I look around, I see um some people, they'll post everything, every little thing that they're doing every day. Just woke up, just brushed my teeth, just ate breakfast, just went to the gym. Up, going to work, clocking in. I'm walking in the door. Up, clocking out. Up, on lunch break, clocking out. Up, time for bed. Up, my new jammies. Look at my new jammy. 20, 30 posts a day. And then we'll turn around and say, I don't do this for attention. I don't need nobody to like my pictures. I don't do this for y'all. If you don't do this for them, why are you posting? You wouldn't even go to your phone if you ain't doing it for nobody else. I enjoy getting replies back to my picture saying, hey, you're beautiful. You look nice. Glad you're doing okay. I like it. I don't have a problem saying that. And I'm not even posting it for that reason. I may post a picture every once a month or maybe once every 3 weeks just to let people know I'm doing okay in life. I ain't fell off because a lot of times people may be like, dang, such and such must be doing bad. I ain't seen her in a month. I ain't seen her in 2 months. They automatically assume you doing bad. So I might post a picture and be like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all know I'm doing good. I'm still looking the same way. I ain't fell off yet. And then they gonna comment on it, and they actually comment the most when they haven't seen me in a while because of that reason. Like if they see me all the time, you will see my likes and comments just go down, 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 down because they're tired of seeing me. I'm tired of seeing the silhouette challenge. I don't know. I don't care to be watching women's bodies in silhouette all night. I mean, I'm not benefiting from it. I'm not benefiting from none of this. So it may be about body empowerment or all this stuff y'all make up, but I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. I feel like we put more effort into doing sexy challenges than to actually work on our bodies physically and mentally in a healthy way. I would rather see more pictures of women working out in the gym and showing their bodies as opposed to results, and then I can congratulate you on your results than just this. But like I said, everybody does what they want to do. I know a lot of people want to be like, "Oh, you one of them type of women." But no, everybody. I just think that everybody has their own opinions, and that's something that we need to work on too. Respecting other people's opinions. Everybody don't live the same type of lifestyle. Everybody don't think the same. Everybody's not raised the same. So we're going to have different perspectives. And because I don't want to do something that you're doing, that doesn't mean I'm trying to be better than you or that I'm downing or knocking you for what you're doing. It's just that I don't feel comfortable doing that. Like, to tell you the truth, I just don't feel comfortable doing it. It ain't got nothing to do against nobody else. I'm not a sexual outwardly sexual person. Like you won't hardly see me just going out with booty shorts and all that stuff on. I never been that way because it makes me uncomfortable, and the feeling behind it that everybody's looking at me makes me feel uncomfortable. That's the only reason. Had I been the type of person that feel comfortable doing that, I may do that. I may be that person, but I'm not for that reason. Not because I'm trying to be better than somebody else, but some people just don't feel that way. But that's it. That's my opinion about it. I hope y'all, still y'all stick with me. A lot of people like to unsubscribe when you say stuff against what they like. But y'all stick with me. These are just my opinions. These are not facts. Everybody does what they do, and I respect everybody's opinion. But that's all I got to say about that. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, what y'all think about it, and hit the bell button for the next video. I'm out.